Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the rawfoodworld.com, also matt-monarch.com, and here I am, back in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, with my beautiful babies! Yahoo! Okay, firstly, don't ever take a germ-infested Amtrak train a day and a half to Houston, Texas to get on a plane to go to Ecuador. It was horrible. Horrible. No windows to open, smelling sewage. I got sick. I literally got sick there. And then I flew back to Ecuador from there. And here I am, loving life, being back with my family. People are going absolutely crazy that I haven't shared what I eat in a day, my diet. So they've been angry at me. They've accused me of being evil. They've pointed their fingers at me simply because I haven't shared what I eat in a day. Dang, I must be pretty big time for people to care so much about what I eat in a day. I didn't even realize it. You have to understand that a year ago, I literally almost died. I was 96 pounds, and I'm going to tell you the story in a minute, but I literally almost died. And some people are claiming that the reason why I'm not sharing my dietary intake with everybody is because I'm going to lose clientele. Well, what I do for my entire hours of the day is I spend it with my clientele, helping them out. They help me out. It's like I love every single one of them and they all love me. I could literally announce that I eat McDonald's right now and I'm not going to lose any clientele. These are my friends here who I spend all my waking hours with all day long, answering their emails, calling people back on the phones, talking to everybody. Yes. Oh my goodness. However, for all those people crying and screaming at me who don't even order from my company, here is your video just for you of what I eat in a day. I mean, I didn't realize that I was such this itch for every last person to care about what I eat in a day. It's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't realize I made it that big to be such a big thing. You should see how many YouTube comments I deleted from my YouTube video because people screaming at me what I should eat in a day, and I don't know, there's people who are supposedly popular I never even heard of before who are writing on my YouTube channel. Anyways, I blocked everybody who was rude, and they're all gone. Anyway, they all think that it's because I'm eating animal products that healed me from disease. There's this whole war, I guess, going on between vegan versus keto or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, okay, so here I was a year ago, falling into Angela's arms, dying. My eyes went behind my head, she said, and I had a death rattle in my voice. I don't even know what that is. She says that people make it sometimes when they die. And she's like, no, stop. Don't come back in your body. And luckily by a miracle, there happened to be a man there who has a little bit of a medical background, who just happened to come to give me a vitamin C drip intravenously because I wasn't doing well. And so what he does is they throw me on the couch, they do this maneuver with my legs, like a cardiac arrest move, and then he happened to have a shot of cortisol on him, and he shoots me with it, jump starts me, and then I was off to the hospital. It's a literal miracle that I'm alive today. So a year ago, when I almost died, I decided to change my diet at 96 pounds. So a year ago, I changed my diet, and I've been on the same diet ever since then. I've done some experimenting. For me, it's all about what do I eat and it doesn't hurt coming out the other end. So I've been experimenting, and I've been on the same diet for the last year. In 8 months on this diet, I gained 8 pounds. I went from 196 to 104 pounds. My babies. Babies. All right. So I went up to 104 pounds after 8 months. I ended up on the Ecuadorian airport on the floor, 104 pounds, 8 months later, which was like 4 months ago. Tell them? Okay, she got a blue balloon. And so I end up on the floor of the Ecuadorian airport with Angela checking me into the airplane, and my girls are just sitting there witnessing this. Because I wanted to get medical intervention in the USA thinking it would be better. So I fly to the USA, go straight to the hospital, didn't even go anywhere else. And it was the exact same thing as the Ecuadorian hospital. Exactly the same thing. So every 6 hours, like at 3 a.m., they would wake me up in the middle of the night, flip on the bright lights, and take my blood. I had like marks all over my arms. They would take my blood pressure every 6 hours. Other times, it was like it was nonstop. In Ecuador, it was the same exact procedures in Ecuador and in the USA. It was ridiculous. It made no difference coming back to the USA for medical intervention. So my diet change had nothing to do with my healing. When I got back to the United States, I was introduced to these products. I started taking them, and miracles happened. I was able to start walking a half a mile a day, and then I built up to a mile a day, and then 2 miles a day, and now today I'm up to 5.2 miles a day. For a year, I've been bleeding in my stool, and I literally thought I was stressed about it. I finally made peace with it, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just live with this for the rest of my life. And I was taking iron pills just to so I don't run out of iron and get shortness of breath and not be able to walk. Like I experienced for 8 months, not being able to walk more than 10 feet. I was living in a house. For 8 months, I couldn't even walk. It was ridiculous. I had to get a blood transfusion once, and then I was able to walk more, but then it went away again. So after a week of taking these products, literally the blood stopped. I couldn't believe it. New balloons. It's like a celebration. A celebration. A major celebration. And decorations. It's Araya's birthday in 2 days, everybody. Yay! You have no idea how happy I am to be back. The traveling was all worth it. I'm getting over this cold still, but I'm about done. But I gotta appease the people. Anyway, so the big question of the day is, what do I eat in a day? Since everybody must know what Monarch puts in his mouth every moment of the day. Okay, so I've always been a fan of Dr. Norman Walker's. He's the only raw food eater raw food pioneer, we wouldn't call him a raw food eater, who lived to be 99. It states it on his gravestone. Now, what he did was he ate 100% raw. But if you read all of his books extensively, like I did because I was a big fan, he also did some eggs and dairy. I'm not a big fan of eggs, but every once in a while I will do it. And dairy has kind of been like my lifesaver. What I eat the most of in those nights of trouble, when no one's there to lend a helping hand, what I eat is goat milk, and chocolate. I'm on the milk and chocolate diet pretty much. Raw chocolate. Krakow Confections. This product, I guess you could say, saved my butt. In those nights of trouble, when no one's there. It's literally this right here. Saved my butt, baby girl. Look at that. These and the almond butter bars. No animals are harmed in the process of getting me my goat milk. I hope to do a video on my goat that I actually get milk from locals here. I think that'll be a lot of fun. It's not actually my goat, but, you know, I love the goats here, so we'll go check them out at some point. Let me tell you how good these are. Here I am. As many people know, I'm in a lot of debt right now from the company. Like, I woke up one day and I'm like, whoa! And here I am at the warehouse on the last day before we had to close it down because I had to give up the lease because it was $7,000 to $8,000 per month, and there was no way that I could continue with that. And there's tens of thousands of dollars of product around. And I'm looking, what should I take? And I look, and I'm like seeing stacks of these Krakow confections, almond butter bars, and salted caramel bars. And I just took some stacks of them like this and threw them in my car, and I lived off them until I left for Ecuador just a little bit ago. So that's how good these are. And all of my vendors have been incredible. I didn't even realize I owed all of them money. For example, Krakow Confections, every time I place an order, I pay for the order up front, and then I put a little bit more towards past bill, and then I'm paying it off pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy about it, actually. So, and GoPals is doing the same thing. So all my vendors have been almost all of them have been incredibly helpful with me in getting me through this mess. So I've been living off of these with the goat milk since then. And let me tell you, in those nights of trouble, when anyway, what we're doing right now is we're offering the caramel chocolate bars alongside the Krakow Confections almond butter bars right now at cost, even with the funny little 3-packs. What baby? At the rawfoodworld.com, also known as matt-monarch.com. I think the rawfoodworld.com now redirects to matt-monarch.com. Oh, it's my baby girl. I love you so much. You guys have no idea how good this is. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, do I love you, my girl. Anga. So, the mainstay of my diet is goat milk and this right here. And I've experimented a lot. As I said before, it's all about what I put in and doesn't hurt when it comes out the other end. Even though I'm healed right now, I don't really need to worry about it anymore, but that's what I was doing through the last year. So when I got back to the United States, I mean, I've always been experimenting, but I've always been this is where I've kind of been with my diet. I've literally experimented with all sorts of things. You wouldn't believe what Matt Monarch has eaten. Here, they're not in here. I'm going to turn off the iPad for a minute. I've eaten... Okay, so let's look at the worst things I've eaten. And then, yeah, let's just do that. Because everybody wants to know exactly the truth, and here I am to tell it. Now, please keep in mind, when I eat things, when I'm like at dinner with friends or family or whatever, I only eat a little bit of things. So I think that's the key to longevity. I'm a very finicky eater, and I don't eat much, and I chew it really well, but I enjoy myself. But the worst thing I ever ate, which I'll never do again, was I was at dinner for my mom's birthday, and they had chocolate cake at a restaurant, and I had a couple spoonfuls. And I got the biggest headache I've ever had in my life, and I'll never do it again. But it was really good for those 2 seconds of eating it. For example, when I was at Rosh Hashanah dinner, I had some challah, which is bread, egg bread. Matt Monarch eating bread? That's like ridiculous. I did it. What other crazy things? There were times where I went through a phase of eating English muffins toasted with butter and grape jelly with cream cheese. Cream cheese is something like goat cream cheese is something I eat, you know. Oh, there was a woman who told, this is something I still eat today on occasion. A woman told me that her mom or grandma healed from colitis by only eating, I wouldn't do this, I couldn't do it every single meal, but for breakfast I did this for a while, was eating cream of wheat, farina, and it had iron. Like 2 packets would give you the full amount of iron you need for the day. So for breakfast, I was eating that for a while, and you know, there's nothing bad in that, but it didn't hurt when it came out. And if I brought some to Ecuador, I'd be eating it for breakfast tomorrow probably. Oatmeal was another one. Like if I don't have the cream of wheat, I'll eat the oatmeal. That's what I would do for breakfast. So I've balanced back out to a healthy whole foods diet. I'm pretty much doing the milk and chocolate in those nights. Okay. It's balanced out on a whole foods diet. But if I'm out with people, I just eat a little bit, chew it for a long time, enjoy myself. It's not that big of a deal for me. I've changed a lot over the years. And so here I was, 8 months eating the same diet, only gained 8 pounds, didn't heal, thought I was going to be bleeding out of my rear end for the rest of my life. And then I was gifted by miracle these products, which are miracle products, that I started taking, and a week later, the blood literally stopped. I couldn't believe it. I'm already getting testimonials from people that are coming in from taking it from just a week. P12 probiotics, the postbiotics, and the synergy probiotic blend. These three together, healed me completely in a week. And I thought I was going to have to live with blood for the rest of my life. And I have people giving, let me get these testimonials. I'm going to read them right now. There's like 2 or 3, and they just got the product. Let's go check it out. So in terms of meat, as a child, my mom was worried about me because I didn't like the taste of meat. I never liked the taste of meat. I did experiment with it a little bit. I rarely eat it. It's like, let's just say I had a salad with meat. I'd be like suffering to get through the meat, so I could just only have salad left. I'm not a meat eater. So, just on occasion, if I'm stuck, whatever. It's not my thing. Here I was, not able to walk 10 feet for 8 months, trying to just do laps around the house as my exercise. And here I am now walking 5.2 miles a day minimum without any issue whatsoever. It's a freaking miracle. Literally. Now, I'm not saying the raw food diet's no good. Everybody's different, requires different things. And in regards to this whole situation that I went through, there's a huge spiritual component behind it. If you knew what I went through, you would understand why I went through the physical aspect of what I went through. And I'm not going to talk about that right now because people want to hear about my diet, and that's what they believe in as what the reason for everything is. It's her birthday on 2 days. And I'm probably going to literally write a book about my life, and that will be focused on the spiritual side, and that will freaking blow your mind. Just call me Job, or maybe King David. I'm the Monarch Jew who is getting ready. Jesus Christ. Here we go, baby. It's kind of like what this story is about. Anyway, so here I am, back with my family, as happy as ever before. Ready to rock the house. All of you people who think it was animal products that healed me, believe what you want to believe, that's fine. But these products were literally gifted to me at the perfect time. And, I'm supposed to get you those testimonials right now. Let's go check it out. Okay, testimonial number 1. Hi, Matt. I'm using all 3 of the products, and it's helping my dermatitis herpetiformis rash go away much faster. No more itch. My husband has a bad rash with corpuscles on his legs and hands, and it's helping it go away also. I'll be getting some more soon. Thank you so much for these products. Have a beautiful day. Boom. That's one. Okay, so the next one, testimonials. Hi, Matt. I have IBS, and it has gotten so bad that every time I ate, I would have cramps. I even started having acid reflux. I was also extremely fatigued. I love that, baby. Yay! Yay, baby! After just a few days of taking your probiotics and postbiotics, the cramping was gone and I could eat without pain. I'm also having more energy. Thank you so much for these. Testimonial. Here's another one. I'm so thankful for these. I didn't want to get a colonoscopy done and be on a ton of meds. I can't thank you enough. I've been to the ER several times with flare-ups, but I'm hoping that I'll never have to have them again now. These are amazing. Boom. They are amazing. My bleeding literally stopped after taking it for a week. Anyways, here's some more. Okay, so here's another one. I hope you heal quickly. By the way, your probiotics and postbiotics have helped me immensely. Thank you. And I asked her how, and she said, I'm loving the postbiotics. They are working. As I stated before, the postbiotics are very gentle. They're being used in clinical studies for preterm infants. That's how gentle they are. And she writes, my gut lining must be very immature, and my stomach got very ill a couple months ago, and it's still healing. It was wicked tender to touch, and so hot to touch, it felt like it was burning up. Had to change my diet. I had been taking the probiotics, prebiotics for over a year, and maybe that caused the stomach problem. The stomach was sensitive to begin with. I cannot take probiotics or prebiotics now at all, so your postbiotics came at exactly the perfect time for me. It was synchronistic. I discovered the probiotic problem, and then immediately your postbiotics were there as the solution. Cool. The stomach is healing, and the gut is much better. Today was only the 6th day on the postbiotics. Even given the minor bubbling, if I snack outside meal times, the gut is much better. Looking forward to the 4th product. I send you healing vibes, Matt. And I don't want to say her name. But yeah, the 4th product is coming soon. That's in a couple weeks. Hi, Matt. Seconds after taking the B12 for the first time, I felt a substantial boost in mental clarity. I've been raw vegan for 13 years, and I've experimented with several types of B12 supplements and never felt anything like this. This product is a miracle. It is. Thank you so much. Much love and peace to you. So there you have it, everybody. The mainstay of my diet is pretty much milk and chocolate and lots of salads I do. It's pretty much what I do most of the time. And then if I mess around, I do very little bits, chew it a lot when I'm with family, friends, or whatever. And even on my own, sometimes I enjoy a little something or other that might not be the best for you in very small amounts. Yeah, so I think that's one of the keys to longevity. So back to my clientele, who has stuck with me through the thick and thin, who I spend all my days with and hours with every single day, the ones that I love and everything like that. There's the story for everybody else who's driving me nutso here. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. I'm now able to support my family again like I should be. And I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always here for you. And I love you. And thank you again for giving me my life back. Thank you. All right, everybody. This is Matt Monarch sharing my diet from the every last aspect of it. Can't even think of anything else. All right. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World, matt-monarch.com. Mwah.